Hey everybody, and welcome to the Baked Alaskan. I thought I would go live today. Give me a second, and I'm just getting situated so I can see the chat. Just take me a minute. I didn't queue this up because I've only been working on it, for the past 20 minutes, and I still didn't queue this up. So I hope everybody's doing good today. All right, I got the chat up. And I gotta mute this. All right. So, I don't know. Can you see this? No. Okay. Well, it's a picture of Nicole, and you'll see it as I start to color it in. I'm working with a couple of different palettes today. My palettes are horribly messy, but that's how I work. I tend to use wet colors, mix them, let them dry, and add more moisture to them, just to save money. I use these little cups, I should say lids, that come on the top of Powerade cups down here. And I use them for my watercolors. They work really well when you're mixing, especially with the wet. Today, though, I have a dry palette here also and a dry palette here that I will probably do the background with at the very least. So I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you can't see anything just yet, but it's coming. Just got to do the, I got to get my paints ready. So I've got this little needle without a tip on it, syringe I guess you'd call it. And I'm just going to prepare the flesh color, which is right here. Because I like to do my lights first, and then the darks. Just keeps it from bleeding, obviously. I guess that's pretty obvious, but so yeah, I'm gonna just get them all ready right now, the hair color, the eye color, and then that way they can just sit and soften up while I do the face. I tend to use my colors quite thick, vivid. I don't do a wash generally, unless I'm doing some like abstract sky or something like that. I was watching, I want to give a shout out right now to Nicole, her watercolor channel I was watching last night, and she actually inspired me to do this video today. I have done them in the past, but I did them as videos where I had to edit them, and I thought, we just carry on like this, and maybe you guys could watch the process, and we could have a chat while I'm doing something other than smoking, since YouTube is cracking down on that. And, I'm just trying to bring new, interesting stuff to my channel. So I want to thank Nicole very much for talking to me last night. I want to thank her for sharing her art because it's beautiful. I want to Thank her for sharing herself too. I'm just a new subscriber to her channel. Joyfold led me there. And no regrets, man. Very cool. Hey, Shirley. Sorry, Susie Sherlock. Jeez. My dyslexic. Susie Sherlock. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Not getting very much. So what are you all up to today? I have a test page. If I was organized, this would be labeled, but I'm not organized. So every time I want to test a color that I mix, and how much water I have in it, I use this page. And I have to do that all the time because the method I use, which is to rehydrate my dry watercolors. I was watching Nicole, and she's so organized, and she made a joke about not being organized, and I had to laugh because look at this mess. Look at this mess. It's a little thin. Just mixing in a little bit of white into the flesh because it's too orange for me. But I'm doing a picture of Nicole, and her skin color is a little bit not quite white, so that's okay for my needs today. But the lighter you go, the more you can layer. All right, Susie, have a good one. I know it's not much to look at right now, and I don't have a lot going on. I really appreciate you guys hanging in there while I get started. Figure we'll do this for like a little bit. For a minute, as they say in the biz. With my portraits, I tried to do the outlines and try to get the shape face with the angle of my brush strokes so that you don't really have to do a lot of shading. It does it kind of naturally. Obviously, there are parts of your face that are darker than others because you smile there or your nose casts a shadow. So if I do the outline, not only does it save me some time for fill-in, but it adds character, flavor. And I totally started on the wrong side because I'm kind of nervous right now. I don't really show my process, so I just wanted to show you this little side. It's to kind of get you started to see what I'm doing. Can you see that? I gotta work on this camera angle, folks. Let me see here if I move this over. I thought I had this figured out, but now you can't see what's on the paper, so let's see if that's any better. Well, I'm really sorry, but you're hanging in, so thank you. If this is bothering you, speak up and I'll try harder to fix it. If not, I'll just carry on. The reason why I said I started on the wrong side, and it's probably pretty obvious, because now my hand's going to be right here when I'm painting this side. But that's not a problem because I put my work on a board, and I tape it down, not just so that it stays flat, but that's the main reason, but also because if you put this down carefully, you create a nice white border for your watercolor. The paper doesn't wrinkle at the edges if you get it too moist. And right down here, you have room for your signature and your title and whatever. And it's a good, works for me, I guess I should say. It works for me. So I'm going to turn this and start over here so I don't complicate things much further. Or maybe I'll do up here. That was a little heavy. I wanted it kind of darker up here. I think I'm going to overlay some gray, I think, because of the shadow of the hat and all of that. But for now, I'm just going to put on some face. The face. I am using a dollar store brush, and I got a set of these, and I just love them. They've got little grippy bits on them. They come in like 6 different shapes and sizes, and they come in a little set. So, as my mom would say, I'm happy as a pig in shit. Yeah, she actually said that. So I've had a busy day. I was out, went for a walk, got my taxes together. I know they're late, but whatever, they're together now. And we need the money pretty bad, so and I've got people on me trying to get me to get my disability, which I know I need to do, but I just feel really torn about it. It's like admitting you're disabled, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I've got a mental block about it, you guys. I really don't want to be disabled. Even if I am. I don't want them to call me that. I don't want to take money for being disabled, but we're having a really hard time, so it's kind of like I'm going to have to buck up and deal with it, you know? But I get really defensive, if that makes any sense. People are just trying to help me, but I get really defensive. I don't know. Got a lot on my mind. This is the best way I know how to fix it. Painting a portrait of my wife. I love her dearly, and I love looking at her face. So, I can't really say there's much better things for me to be doing right now. I painted this a while ago, actually, or not painted. I drew this a while ago. So you'll notice I'm using a really big brush. It's because I'm really kind of lazy. And also, to be honest, I think it makes a better product, like it's smoother. It doesn't look so... I don't know. Like somebody painted it. Of course, my drawings always look like somebody painted it because they're kind of 2D and cartoony. But this is my art. This is my truth. So, I don't know if you can see this now. It's like the tablet is in the way. I wanted to make another video today, but I got talking to one of my friends, and then I had to do my errands. And it's payday, but it's all gone, you know? It's not my payday. Oh, whoops. I got a cat hair, in my watercolor. Luckily, it's not painted yet. I can just pull it out. Cat hair. What are you going to do when you have cats? It's everywhere. It's in the air. We have this, like, hardcore air filter, and it's still... So who's out there? Who's watching? Let's chat. I was going to put music on, but then I thought I might keep this and not stream it. So, I mean, after I stream it, so I didn't want it to get taken down for copyright. And I know you can put, you know, free music on, but free music sucks. In my opinion. I'd much rather listen to my indie rock or mostly indie rock. I'll be honest. That's what I listen to. I love bands like The Shins, The Strokes, Block Party, Muse. My favorite bands are usually Canadian. None of those bands that I just said are Canadian, though. Sam Roberts, Stars, Matthew Good. You know. Can you see this? How about out here? Kind of. It's a face now. The bonus about not using a lot of water is you don't have to wait much for it to dry. And then I like to just touch up with a brush if it's too thick in an area and just kind of spread it out. But you got to be careful because sometimes you can take off all the paint in that area and then you have a bald spot. I've only been watercoloring for about 3 to 4, maybe 5 years. I started in acrylics, which is my logo behind you. And I just got, well, for starters, acrylics are really expensive. And once they dry, you can't reuse them. And so I would be spending all this money squirting paint out onto a palette because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I wasted so much paint, and like I didn't know how much I would need for a painting. And then I would run out of paint, or I'd get real low. I wouldn't have enough colors to do another painting. And I don't have a lot of money. So when I switched to watercolors, I didn't think it was going to be my medium because it's so fussy. But I learned that every medium is fussy. You just have to learn the tricks. I'm drinking Coca-Cola Zero Cherry. This is the bomb. I mean, I'd much rather be drinking the sugar-filled one, but look at me. Okay. Bring that closer. Let's see. The lips. Did I put any water in there? Of course not. So, trying to think of things to say. It's kind of challenging for me today. Hey, Ganja Gimp. How you doing, buddy? I haven't got to watch your video yet. Your doggy video. I just take the tip of the brush when I get real close to the edge and just kind of push the water around up to my line. And that's how I don't use a bigger brush. That's going to have to dry for a minute because that was a little small area for a lot of water. I'm going to read chat for a second. So, I'm just letting the painting dry a bit if you're new in here, and I thought I would chat with y'all for a second. I'm going to probably be broadcasting for another hour or until this is done, and if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you can just pop in and out, and that's cool. I won't be offended. That's my cello behind me, if you were wondering. Right there. I haven't played it lately, but that's on my list of things to do this weekend. You like it, Ganja Gimp? Because I got the idea, well, I had made a painting watercolor video a long time ago, but it was really hard to edit. And it was really long, and it took a lot of space up to upload. So I just thought I'd do a live. And I got the idea from Nicole's watercolor live last night. You should check her out. She does art every day, pretty much. And let me find a link for you. If you don't have her on your list, you might like it. I really want to shout her out because I don't want her to feel like I stole her idea. I'm just getting that link, and then I'll see if that's not quite dry yet. Why, doesn't it? I'm just searching. This is really, like, interesting, isn't it? What are you up to today, Ganja? And lurkers? Are you kidding? Oh, that's why I can't find her. I'm logged in on the wrong account here, but I was just really amazed by watching her up, and there it is. It's called Nicole of Beauty. Let me get the link, and I will paste it in chat. Go give her some love. Oh, it's not letting me do it because I'm not baked right now. I mean, well, I'm not baked, but I'm not baked Alaskan on this computer. So let me change my profile. Why does everything have to be such a... It's okay. Now it's going to be fun because I got to remember what password I put on here. Watch me hack my own computer. Here we go. Save. All right, now, there we go. That, my friends, is Nicole Creates Art of Beauty. And she does watercolor, abstract, and mixed media art. She does live streams. She talks about depression. She goes and does like a lot of like art halls and stuff like that if you're into that. Let me just check on this painting. We should be good to go. It's over here. So, now that I got the face kind of done, I don't know if you can see that. It's so bright in here. I'm trying to get the angle right. Okay. That's as good as it's getting. It's still a little wet, so I don't want to keep it. Well, that was good. I just put more water on it. Where did my J cloth go? Also, a tip is if you put too much water on, you can go back with your brush, a dry brush, and dab at it, and it will come back to you. Fill your brush up. You know what I mean? So, Ganja, where does your dad live? Like, you're in the North California? What am I doing next? What color should I use for the hat? It was gray before, but the hoodie's gray and it's going to be very black. So I kind of wanted to make the hat blue. But what color of blue? I've got these blues and these blues. Can you see those? These are kind of like lavender up here in this corner here. And this is kind of light blue. And that's like a phthalo blue. I think I'll use this one and this one. Because I like this palette better. All right, Ganja, you have fun. All right. So, rinse the brush. Sorry about my floppy arm. That's pretty gross. That's what happens when you get old. Nobody believes me when I tell them how old I am. But that's a good thing, right? Well, I F that up. Guess we'll go this way. The nice thing about this is I don't have to be super precise, because the painting or the drawing isn't really super precise either. So it kind of like does the work for you. But since I'm using so much water, I'm going to again have to wait for this to dry. So I'll do after I do the rest of this, I'll do the jacket and the scarf next, I think. This is a winter photograph, obviously. I like to do paintings of pictures that I like, that remind me of happy things, that I think are good pictures. You know, I don't do just any picture. It has to be something really not earth-shattering, but something that catches my eye, like the way it's the person's perspective, or not perspective, but the person's expression. This is really not precise at all. So what I'm doing here is I'm like picking up some of the, where I put too much paint, I'm just picking it up and putting it in other places it doesn't have any paint. It's another little trick. I don't know if any of these are like, this is like guerrilla watercolor painting, because I have never had any training, and I just kind of started as art therapy, really. I needed a release, and I started with acrylic painting, and I did these color swatches, almost abstract color swatches, and nobody got it. Nobody got what I was trying to do. Everybody just thought I was throwing color on a palette, like on a canvas, and that's not what I was doing. I was really trying to do something, you know, and it was kind of hurtful. And then I decided that wasn't what art was supposed to be about. It's not a competition. As I was saying last night to Nicole, when we were chatting, she was kind enough to chat to me while she was painting. And just checking the chat. And yeah, so really, if you're watching this, please go sub to Nicole's channel. She's super cool. I enjoy her, and I just met her. kind of flub that one. What I was trying to do there was to make this one not be so thick and make this one thinner, but I just painted it all this color. So I'm going to run with it and then go back over it with some more blue and it'll darken it up. I'll just make it all thin right now because I messed up the pattern. In places. But that's not what it's about. It's not about messing up either. Like, it really is just about doing, just being in the moment and enjoying yourself. I'm in the moment a lot now lately, and I'm so much happier. I was kind of asleep for a while, and I'm awake now, and life feels better. Oh, hey, Joyfold. You came to my party. I'm honored. I just have to check my text message. What the hell? I hate it when BBM sends me a message and it's not somebody that I know. What are you doing today, Joy? Well, thank you, Joy. I'm sorry I have to keep stopping and reading because my eyes are, I don't know if you know, but I had eye surgery, so I can't wear my glasses until I get new ones. So I can't see very well. But what are you sending Benny Loco? Oh, you can't say because she'll see this. She's everywhere. Except she's not here right now. You want to share this out for me, Joy? I'm kind of not really savvy when it comes to that kind of crap. And I shouldn't call it crap. Oh yeah, she's got connections everywhere. I'm just gonna get something to put this computer on. So I don't have to keep turning around. There. There. Can you see this? Still a little wet, so I can't hold it all the way up. Maybe I'll hold it this way. It's too bright in here. Turn down the sun. I don't know, Joy. Can you see my cello back there? That's my cello. That's my baby. Did you know that somebody on social media purchased that for me? Somebody I didn't even know. The world is a wonderful and mysterious place, my friend. No, really, I won a grant for it, though. And then I went and sourced my own cello from Toronto. And this guy was selling it on Facebook Marketplace. It's fucking gorgeous. Pardon my French. If you go to my channel, there's a cello adventure where we go on a road trip to get it. Even. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sorry, I'm like advertising here. Come on down. All you can eat. Bring the kids. We'll be here all week. Kind of muffed up the colors here, but I kind of like it. I think I'm gonna leave it because it's kind of what I was going for. How you been feeling, Joy? Sorry to just keep addressing you, but you're the only person I know that's here, so. Don't mean to put you on the spot. I'll hold this up in a second. The hat's got to dry, so I'm going to work on the scarf, which is gray, which is darker technically than I should go, but I'm breaking some rules today. My shirt's awesome. I got it from Canabox. I wear it all the time. It's kind of embarrassing how much I wear it. Oh, cool. Well, maybe she'll get her butt in here. So I'm going with some, what is this color? Slate? Slate gray for the Scarfola. See, so now the face is all dry, and I can turn this upside down and paint the, sorry, I can't, it'll run if I do any more than that, but I can paint the scarf by turning this upside down, and I can have, or on the side, and I can have my face on the, or my hand on this and not mess up the face. I've had this picture taped up to be painted for about 5 days, and the tape started to come off and started looking real sad. And then I saw Nicole's video last night, or her stream really late last night, and she just really inspired me to stop looking at it and tape this back down. And it's really cool how we can inspire each other, you know, even when we're not feeling our best. Like, I feel pretty good today. You guys are seeing a pretty good version of me today. And that's not always the case, I know that. But when it comes, I embrace it. Embrace it. Trying to come up with a story to tell you all, but I'm drawing a blank. Yeah. Fried your brain last night, eh? You know, I feel like I haven't taken my medicine today, and it's because I haven't. I got up this morning and I got dressed, which is kind of a rare thing, I'm not going to lie. I like comfortable clothes, and when I don't go anywhere, what's the fucking point? So I got dressed, and I'm feeling good about myself. Feeling good about life. I got my taxes together. Not feeling so good about money, but who does? And I got cat hair in my paint again. And I just took off all the paint with my finger, and I didn't get the cat hair. I'll just wait till it dries and touch it up. Oh, yeah. Well, I saw you flowing, buddy. You were wearing me out. supposed to call my buddy back on Hangouts, but I came home and I was so energized and I wanted to do this because I wanted to create. So I didn't call him back. I hope he forgives me. I'm kind of trying to shade here. That's not my forte really, but I try. I learn a lot by watching. That's not so bad. And I was watching Nicole and all of her layering yesterday and her different things that she put on her creations, and I was really impressed. You know, like, she really did work. No worries, Joyfold. I understand. And actually, I feel very honored that you're actually in public and watching my stream. That's fucking cool, buddy. We're gonna go gray here. My girl gets home at 3:30. Well, closer to 4, but. And then I'll be on to another thing. Sorry I don't have any tunes or anything going. It's kind of just me blabbering. If that's your thing, then cool. If that's not, I'm sorry. Sorry. I try to mix it up. I've been trying to do some different stuff on my channel again because of them cracking down on the cannabis channels, and I don't want to lose my channel because it's so much more than just cannabis, and it's just not fair what they're doing, really. Come on. But life ain't fair. My mom's favorite fucking thing to say to me. Life ain't fair. Thinking about my mom a lot lately. Mother's Day's coming. I lost my mom when I was 20. Or no, 19. And she died of brain cancer after 4 very, very, very long years. And it's Mother's Day, and I have feelings, if you know what I mean. Everybody has feelings, but sometimes my feelers are a lot more, how do you say, tender than others. I think I'm going to make, can you start to see it now? Starting to run. I can't show you. All right, cool. Cool. We're coming to the end, though it's not the end yet. We're getting there. Where did my black go? Oh, I didn't wet it yet. That's gonna put a damper on things. Joyful, they deleted your channel, didn't they? Or did I misunderstand that? Were you one of the ones they got? I'm not doing that yet. Oh, I just toasted my water with the black. That's gross. I'll be right back. All right. All right. I'm back. Since I decided not to be a dummy and do the black, because it's not time for the black yet, but I wanted to work around all this stuff that's wet. So, I'm going to do the front of the hat now, I think, which is blue. This paper is really good for if you get too much water or paint on your brush too, you just paint it out. It's just a scrap piece of watercolor paper. It's important that it's watercolor paper though. Could it be I've run out of things to say? That hardly is ever the case. I like to not make it too neat. You know, if it's too neat, people notice that. Although, I have to say I am pretty neat. Like, it matters a lot to me if it's got clean lines and stuff when I make my art. I am in awe of people who can just consistently put out awesome, like, abstract stuff with watercolors. Like I said, it was my jam when I did acrylics, but with watercolors, it's a lot of technique. And like I said, I have no training, so I'm kind of, I just make it up as I go along. And I'm just kind of sharing my tips and tricks with you, if you're wondering. Because if you want to try at home and don't feel like taking any classes, the best way to learn is watching others, I found. And there are so many people on YouTube that actually know what they're doing that you could learn. I just haven't taken the time. I could learn. I didn't mean you could learn. I meant I could learn. That sounded kind of bitchy. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad you didn't get shut down. Some of my favorite people have been shut down. And it pissed me off because, like I said, they're my favorite people, and now I can't watch their shit. And yeah, it's all about me. So you're down by the river? Are you just having a nature walk? I got cranberries in my head. Somebody let me listen to a cover of Zombie the other day, and I don't remember who it was, but it was amazing. And I'm probably gonna get shit for saying this, but I don't really like that song. I'm not really a Cranberries fan, but I was sad when Dolores died. 'Cause she had a voice, and she used it. Oh yeah, they gave me 4 strikes now. Not strikes. What do you call it? Age notifications. I age restricted, I thought, all of my pertinent videos, but apparently I missed one. And they got me for it after they gave me 3 in a row for my other shit. But I know other people that got shut down from like less than that, so I don't understand at all. I'm not saying shut me down, but I just don't understand. I wish there was a rhyme or reason, because it just doesn't seem very fair. But again, my mom had the best advice. Life isn't fair. All right, that's got to dry. Let's do the background. So we have a blue hat, a gray scarf, a gray hoodie, and a black coat. What color should I do for the background? I'm thinking like I could do blue. But it might be too like black down here, blue up here. I forgot a little bit here. I like to leave some white, and I ink my paintings after I'm done with them. So all of the pencil will be inked in, unless it's, I'll show you a couple of finished ones, because you've been holding on tight for so long. These are for my cousin. These are her dogs. So you can kind of see that I ink them there, but this one. I kind of, sorry, I'm trying to find the right angle. They, yeah. So I ink them with a special pen. They come from Germany. I have to have my pen or else it's not good. Cherry Coke Zero. Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. So, this is still drying. I should have brought my hair dryer out. That's a trick. I got a hair dryer at Goodwill for $3. And when your watercolors are wet, you just want them to dry in place, or you want to move them around or get some blending happening. You can put down a lot of water if you want to blend, and then use a hair dryer to move it around. Or to keep in place, just use the hair dryer, like not too like right on it, but like above it until it dries. Kind of like the hand wash thing in the I do need to switch my brush. That's not the right one. Nicole's glasses have a little bit of turquoise in the corner. Can't put it on like that because that is wet. So, just going to put that in so it kind of acts as a divider between the black that I'm going to apply in a bit. Okay, buddy. Oh, thank you. For me, if I don't like my drawing, I don't like painting. So I spend a lot of time drawing things, and I have a backup usually of things I want to paint. But on any given day, I don't have a lot of energy. Or spoons, as they say. So we have some squirrels living on our balcony. My wife is a squirrel lover, so she's kind of over the moon about this. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't really feel badly about it, other than the fact that there's probably squirrel shit all over our balcony, and we're going to have to clean it before we move. I'm a realist, people. It's tough sometimes. So yeah, we're going to do... What color are we going to do for that background? I got a deep purple. Let's try to find a place where I can show you all in one place. I got like an eggplant color. Really dark eggplant color. I got like a lighter purple, but right next to each other, you can't really tell the damn difference. More like a violet. The other one's like an eggplant. So more blue in the violet. And what else do I have here? And then I've got like a lavender, which might be nice. You never know. Let's see here. Hey, Nicole, I'm so happy to see you. I've been talking you up, and I've been sending people over to your channel. How are you today? I'm just doing a portrait today of my wife, Nicole. Also, her name is Nicole. And trying to decide on a background color. I've got kind of a blue hat, a gray hoodie with a lot of black and some flesh tones. So I thought a purple would be nice or a different blue. What do you think? Oh, I just do what I can. You know, I really didn't want you to think I stole your idea for a live. And I enjoyed myself so much last night that I wanted people to know where to go for stuff like this more regularly, because clearly you have a better setup than I do right now. I haven't quite figured out how to get the camera over what I'm doing very well. So I hope you can see all right. It was very difficult to show stuff when it was there. You couldn't see any color because it's pretty bright in here. I guess that's a problem for white paper. Go figure. So. Yeah, I do. This is like, I'll tell you my setup while I get the, I got to plug my other laptop in. But I've got like one of those big square ottomans. And, it's not good. It says it's not plugged in. But I'm looking at the plug. Sorry, guys. It'll just be a second. You know what? I think my power bar got fried. We had a storm last night. All right, now we're cooking. Oh, does that work? It worked. Oh my goodness. Now I'm going to trip over the cord. Oh. So, how are you today? Ooh, that was a pain in the butt, you guys. Oh, did you see him? He's a pain in my butt when I try to paint. I don't know where he went. I'm not going to call him back because he'll be in the way. He likes to get on the table that I have the paints on. And you can imagine how that goes. So, I was saying, I have one of those big square ottomans, and that's what I'm at right now, with a little stool. And then I put my, I don't know if you can see this. This is what I'm working on. So I tape my stuff down here, and then I can just work like this to get real close to it. And but mostly I work like this, with it against my belly, on my thighs, and the front on the table. But it doesn't work like so well like that if you're doing like really wet media. Oh, he jumped up, did he? I should see if he stepped on anything. No, luckily it looks like it was all dry when he jumped up. That was Remy. He's in a lot of my videos because he likes it when I talk. So, oh, I just got really self-conscious. I'm okay. So what color, Heather, are we going to do this background? I'm thinking this lavender, but that might not make it pop enough. What do you think? I could do like a hot pink. That might be popping. Or an orange, a hot orange. Orange tends to make flesh color look kind of orange. So maybe I won't do that. I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do yellow. I'm all over the board right now. You like purple? Do you think lavender or a dark purple? Like I have a violet and a really dark eggplant. And I usually go with my backgrounds, just so you know, like full bore. Like thick, dark color. I was showing Joyful my doggy portraits that I did for my cousin. So you can kind of get an idea of what I do. But it's kind of like this. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm stressing you out. I have a little bit of anxiety right now, and I'm kind of, nervous. So if I seem like I'm really speedy, that's why. It could be a little hypomania too. You never know with me. Well, I know, but hold on a sec. I just gotta make sure my wife brings home the groceries. So hold on a second. She's not getting my messages. Hi, Remy. Stay down, buddy. I said stay down, you dork. Dude, I don't need your help. Nicole, I hope you'll go back and watch the beginning of the video when it's over, because I said some nice things about you, and I'd really like you to hear them. Hey, Nicole, can you get coffee, cream, and a carton of milk on the way home if you get this? Love you. Bye. Everybody is in my world now. Okay. We're going to do purple. And we're going to do a hot purple. Oh. Okay, good. So, well, there's not much to do left, so let's get her done. I was just talking about how much I love dollar store brushes. I don't know if you feel that way, Nicole. But I got these ones at the dollar store. And they have like a little grippy bit on them. And they're super cool. I like them a lot. They have a nice weight to them if that's your thing, and it's kind of my thing. Remy, please get down. Please get down, baby. Hi. Don't step in my paints. I wasn't lying when I said to you he gets in my way. Hi, buddy. He's sitting on my shoulders right now, planning to jump somewhere. Come on, get down. Okay. Let's focus. Focus. That was a nice break. Hi, everybody. All the joiners. I'm sorry. I'm getting back to work now. Doing a lavender background with help from the fucking cat. Get down. So I noticed that Nicole paints really wet and I paint really dry. So that's the kind of beauty of watercolor. Everybody has their own style. The worst part is he thinks it's a game. So he'll come like running across the table in a minute. I guarantee it. Because he thinks it's a game. Stop. It's quite frustrating, as you can tell. And it's starting to harsh my mellow. Here he comes. Remy. Hey, if you knock that over, seriously, get down. Oh my goodness, you guys. It's like having a toddler. Except this one runs a lot faster than a toddler. And the thing about it is, the dumbest thing is all he wants is attention. All he wants is for me to love him and pet him and squeeze him and fluff him up. But I am busy. Oh, yeah? Does she get into your mess, too? Like, does she make a mess out of your stuff, I should say? Shouldn't call your stuff a mess. My stuff's a mess. Can you see him circling? He's like a shark, eh? Like, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right. Going up here. Oh, yeah? Are you moving in with your parents? Or are you just visiting? The woman keeps texting me. Oh. She forgot her wallet. So I guess we're not having dinner tonight. I'm just kidding. So, if you can see this, it's starting to come together. As I was saying earlier, I like to ink after I let this dry. And I'll ink it before I take the paint off, or the painter's tape off, so that all the lines go right to the edge. I'm going to play with a little bit of color here. My color, I mean Payne's Gray. Running out of things to say. This is a puffy jacket, if you're wondering. If you can see this at all, I don't know. You must be able to see something, because I've got 4 viewers. Thanks, everybody. I'm so happy you're here watching me do this. I just want to say I love our community here on YouTube, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. That sounded like a infomercial or something, but that's how I feel. Really. Like, YouTube kind of saved me from myself. It took my despair and turned it into something positive, or I did. And with YouTube as my tool. And I just like seeing that happen for other people that I've met on here. It's a wonderful thing. Yeah. It's nice also to find people that get it too on YouTube, like, because there's so many creative souls. And I find that creative souls are the most damaged souls. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that actually in a good way. Because I think damaged souls know beauty better than anybody. And I find so many damaged souls are artists. Nicole, when I found your channel last night, or your live stream, I should say, you know, it really made me remember why I'm here, what I'm doing on YouTube. And I do talk a lot on YouTube about my feelings and stuff that most people don't get. And I come here because I feel like there are people that do get it. And they want to get it. And they're not just trying to make me feel better by saying they get it. I think my lesson in life is that I'm here to learn is that gotta get me one of those fancy brushes like Nicole has. Pushes the water around for you. I use old canning jars to hold my brushes in water. And I'm using a dry palette, unlike, well, and I have some wet over here. This was before you got here, Nicole, but I used the tops of Powerade lids to mix my wet colors in. And then when they dry, I can just put them away in the cups and rehydrate them later, and it saves a lot of money. So half the time I should use a different brush, but I don't because I'm lazy. But everybody has their favorite tool, right? And this is my favorite tool, this brush. This side kind of got muffed up. Oh well, they all can't be winners. I need to smooth that out, make it not so dark. Or make it darker. Yeah. See, I told you I don't know what I'm doing. You know, the hardest part about art is knowing when to stop. Just stop. Stop it. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to F that up. Okay, so I want to do... That's got to dry a little bit down there. So I'm going to do the glasses next. Actually, yeah, I got black on my brush right now. I'll do the glasses. And then I'm going to do the eyes and the eyebrows, and we'll be done until it dries, and then I'll ink it, and I'll show it on my show tomorrow or the next video I make. So you all can see it finished. Because I don't know if I'll have time to ink it today. It's got to dry. My least favorite thing to paint are glasses, because it's so time consuming. And it's also really easy to make a mistake. And usually you're making it in the most obvious part, because everybody looks portrait in the eyes. So, and I have the shakes today, so that's not really helping. But we persevere, everybody. We persevere. I ran out of baclofen 2 days before payday. And I don't know if anybody takes baclofen, but it's for MS, muscle cramps, and spasms. So I've been cramping and shaking, and I got my meds today, but yeah, it sucks, man. It sucks to be beholden to the man, like living paycheck to paycheck, but sometimes that is the way of the world. Or that is your situation, as it may be. Thank you. It's, like I said, these dollar store brushes are really comfortable, and I'm concentrating really hard. Even though I have the shakes, it's going pretty well right now. It can go off real quick. Usually I like to do the big rough in first, and then I'll take a small brush and just do a touch-up with some water. I have a little too much water on here right now. This could go bad real quick. Ugh. Gonna have to smooth that out. Don't be alarmed when my wife comes home. I'm gonna stay until I finish this, but there might be somebody walking around in the background. Also, the nice thing about black is that when I do my overlay with my pen, I can fudge it, so I don't necessarily need it perfect. But I try, because I'm a perfectionist. And that is a downfall of my art. I just try too hard at making it perfect. And then it can never be perfect. Everybody knows that. Nobody's perfect. Hey, Boo, I'm doing a live stream. So I hope everybody's day is going really well. I hope you're smiling out there. Hope you're staying positive, regardless of the situation. Because positivity helps every situation. That's what they tell me. That's what they tell me. Remy's excited. Remy was helping paint. Okay, so now we have the eyes and the eyebrows. Just get this palette over here. I did that again where I took too much paint and I just took it and I redistributed it. That's my cheater trick 101. When you F up, redistribute. All right. I'm going to go with a smaller brush for the eyes because it's tricky. Yeah. I had a super productive day today, Nicole. I was like, and it's misleading for you to think that I'm super productive all the time because I'm not. But I had a really good day today, and I'm kind of just enjoying it, and it's really cool to be able to spend it just doing this for a minute, and then you know, enjoy the feeling when it comes. And when it doesn't come, don't feel bad. I mean, you can feel bad, but don't feel like that's the only thing you can do. That's what I tell myself. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't do anything. Looks good. Thank you. Nicole's here, everybody. Oh, there I am. Hi. We're trying out a new thing. And Nicole's art is here, too. The one that started this madness. Again. For the camera. I've been meaning to paint this picture for about a week. And When I saw Nicole's video last night, our stream, I was like, I'm painting that tomorrow. It's not going to sit there all taped up anymore. Sure. I'd love some iced tea.
Oh, wow, you got a whole thing worked out here.
Sorry.
Right.
Sorry. I got 5 viewers now. Welcome, viewers. Hello. How are you today? I'm just putting the finishing touches on this, and then I'm gonna ink it. And you know what? I'll ink it while you watch, because Nicole's home and we can do that. Just gonna take a minute for it to dry, the eyes to dry, and then I will ink it, put a shine in the eye, and call it good. No, I didn't. Let me get my fancy pen.
There's one. Uh-oh, Remy took your spot.
Get him out of there. He's going to walk on that.
What's going on, Remy?
Remy's going to paint the rest of the painting. Watch out, your drink. Okay. So these are my pens. I got a Stadler, I think that's how you say it, set a long time ago. What? Stadler. And it had all different colors. And the first one that I went through the set, I killed the black, and all the other colors are still good. So I went on Amazon and found a dude who was selling just black. And I bought like 10 of them in a set. So now, these are like super fine line. Sorry, trying to find the picture. And sometimes when you go over the watercolor, the paint will stick to the tip, but you just kind of roll it onto a clean piece of paper, and it comes back. It ought to smell better. It was smelling up my bag. No, I haven't had anything all day. Nothing all day. This is Bob Ross, man. Remy cannot handle it. I'm not paying attention to him, and he cannot handle it. He's a bit of a celebrity.
No.
Oh, that's awesome, Nicole. I really can't wait to see that, actually, because I'm sure your art is a lot different than mine, and that's what makes it awesome. It's to share our differences. I think people get caught up in, and I know I do, my art doesn't look like that, so it must not be good. And Nicole tells me all the time, my Nicole, that I just need to do what I do. And I think I have found my style. I just haven't mastered it, I guess. Thought I put my hand in it there for a second. I'm just going to do this bottom, the scarf, so you can see how the lines start coming before I show you. I did stick my hand in it there, but I caught it before I dragged it. Nothing I can't wipe off. I got 7 people watching now. That's pretty awesome. I'm one of them too. So I got 5 people watching now. That makes me pretty happy. You like what I'm doing. Maybe you don't like it, but you're just bored. And that's fair too.
Spirit in the sky loses. Hello?
Oh, thank you. Can you read my chat for me so I don't have to keep turning around?
For sure.
Cool. Hi, Spirit in the Sky. How are you today?
Nicole says she's not bored.
Thank you, Nicole. You're so sweet. So I don't know if you can see here. If I would continue this line, it would look like really squared off. So I'll wait until this tape comes off and I'll kind of fudge it out so it looks like it's kind of coming into the border. Indecision on where I want to go next. Indecision. Indecision. eye is still not dry. You can turn on the fan if you want it. The power went off. That's why it's off.
Oh, it's okay. Sam's going to bring me allergy cream from Egypt.
Wow. Well, you're not going to try it until we do the experiment, though, with your meds, though, right?
Yeah, we'll see. He's like, don't worry. It's from Egypt. I'm not worried. It's the cradle of civilization.
They had medicine before we did.
Yeah. Saw Clementine this morning.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her all day.
Getting up before the kids. Going to get some foods, I think.
Oh, I didn't see the kids either.
Does it say anywhere who's in the chat?
No. So they're lurkers. What are you up to today, Spirit in the Sky? Anything fun?
Finishing up dinner right now. Nothing special.
What time is it? Where are you at, Spirit? Did I miss dinner?
Who are you? What time is it? What's my name?
Where am I?
Michigan.
Oh, you like an early dinner too. I'm an early dinner girl. I'm in Ontario. Not really Alaska. But I am Alaskan. Always are an Alaskan.
My name is Julie. Nice meeting you.
Hi, Julie.
Oh, she's native.
My name is Heather. But if you forget, you can call me Baked. That's what my friends call me. All right, we're reaching the home stretch, folks. The home stretch. Hang on. It's coming. know this isn't the best angle, but I need it for the lineage. Not a word, but I like making words up. See, my wife is laughing at my jokes. That is the key to the successful relationship, even if they're shitty jokes. Just doing the glasses now. I'll show you how I fudge them in, where the paint isn't so thick. I'm bummed Benny Loco didn't stop by. Benny, I hope you're watching. On the replay, if there is a replay. Gotta be careful when you put the black on real thick, it flakes off, and if you not are careful with it, you can smear it right into your painting. It's a bitch. Is a bitch.
I told them I like having dinner early so that I can have second dinner. Oh, I missed 420, yo.
Sorry, dude. I'm busy.
It's okay. I'm gonna have my own.
No, you can't. You gotta wait for me. That's the extent of my music. What are you doing?
Nothing.
I thought you were waiting for me. Wait for me.
Okay.
Look how much I got left.
Okay.
Jeez. Ooh, shaky, shaky. All right. Now we're down to the eyes, folks. I always do the eyes last because I don't like it looking at me when I'm doing this. hand is all. I need a. Can you have me a Kleenex, please? Mm-hmm. I don't want to smear this. With my sweaty hand. I put the pupil in with a pen because, let's be honest, putting a pupil in with paintbrush and a watercolors, it just kind of bleeds and you have to take your time with it. And as you can tell, that's not how I roll. I'm a run and gun. So, everything's done, except I'm going to put a little life in the eyes. Is that color showing up pretty good on there? Mm-hmm. All right. So, to do that, I just do a little dot of, take my smallest brush, which is another one of these dollar store guys. Tiny tip. And I started some wet, I rehydrated some wet white. And I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and get like a super thick dot on the tip of this. Not like watery. You want like thick. Then it's not really cooperating right now. All right. Try this. Just give it a touch. I don't know if you can see that difference because this camera angle is kind of bunkety. But now it's got a little life in the eyes, a little reflection. So I'm just going to sign this. Show you with, can you hand me my eraser over there, please? Thank you. All right. So I just erase around the edges, clean up my mess, as they say. Because I always draw to the edge. I'm not one of those people that knows, hey, I'm going to tape this off. I don't need to draw to the edge. I draw to the edge no matter what. It's just what I do.
Use every inch of paper.
Yes, ma'am. And this just really gives it a nice crisp look. And I need to sign it. Give it a silly title, Nicole in Winter. And voila. What are we looking at here? Kleenex in the way?
Looks good.
Trying to get it where the light doesn't wash it out so you can see the colors.
Mm.
But there's no real way to do that. Well, folks, that will be where we end today. Because my phone is ringing and I gotta go. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. And we will see you very soon. Take care of yourselves out there. And be well.